Hi, Dan here. I'd like to talk to you about success and the keys to success, right? So, first of all, success, right? Success is an ambiguous term, right? Because success for me might not mean the same for you. So, success, right, can mean different things to different people, right? According to the Oxford Dictionary, right, success, among other things, is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. The accomplishment of an aim or purpose. You're aiming for something. You have a goal. And you're accomplishing that goal. That's success. It's a good definition. Well, it's the official definition of the Oxford Dictionary, right? So I would think it's good. But now, how to become successful, right? And you can go through YouTube and search motivation, and you will see hundreds of motivational speakers, motivational videos, motivational short movies, motivational compilations, with motivational speakers speaking and speaking and speaking over some music there, some dramatic epic music there, and the aim is to keep you motivated. They will talk about you need to motivate yourself, right? And they will throw a lot of ambiguous terms. They will throw a lot of beautiful words, but those words don't have any strong meaning, to be honest, So they will say you need to motivate yourself. You need to find your passion. That's something I hear all the time. Find your passion. And then follow it through. Find your passion. It's you're not helping when you're saying that. What's your passion? No. No. Passion, being passionate about something, it's an emotional state, right? And again, I don't want to talk crap here, right? So I want to be precise, because I don't want to say, no, but you said this, but the definition. Passion, right? Again, according to the Oxford Dictionary, strong and barely controllable emotions. A man of impetuous passion, right? Also, a state or outburst of strong emotion. So it's an emotion. So, to tell people, find your passion and follow it, and you will be successful. To be honest with you, that's bullshit. Because you're describing an emotion, you're talking about an emotion. It's an emotional state at a particular time. So when you talk about passion, right, you can talk about, I have passionate love for this person, right? Sometimes the book you're reading, you are passionate about the book. There's such strong emotions that you have to wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock, but you see you're passionate about the book. You just can't put it down. The story is enthralling, right? And you keep reading and reading and reading, and next thing you look, it's 3 in the morning already. It's a passionate story that creates all sorts of emotions in your heart, or your soul, or your mind, or whatever, So that's passion, right? So when I look at all these motivational speakers and they say, find your passion, find your passion, find your passion and follow it through. Follow your passion and you will make it. Follow your passion. That's the key to success. But that's bullshit, man. Following your passion doesn't mean anything. Now you feel like you might be a bit of a loser because you can't find your passion. Of course you can't find your passion, right? Because passion is an emotion. It's an emotion that is so strong that is barely controllable. You know, it's like love. It's like infatuation. You are so infatuated with this person that you can barely control your emotions. And you have to speak to that person and you'll do anything for that person. That person occupies your mind, your every thoughts, right? It's barely controllable. You can control it, but it's barely controllable. That's passion. So now you're sitting at work, you've seen this motivational video, right? Or at home, and now you're thinking, what's my passion? I don't have a passion. Let me think about that. I can't think of something I'm passionate about. About painting? If you have to think for 1 second about something you have a passion for, then you don't have a passion for it, right? And that's fine. I'm a doctor, and I love my career. But I'm not passionate about my career. I'm not passionate about medicine. And I remember I told somebody that, and that person was like, what? You're not passionate about medicine, about your job, about your career, about your life choice? And I said, hey, of course not. I love my career, I love medicine. But I don't think I have a barely controllable emotion when I think about medicine. Medicine is a science. So when I read about medicine, when I read about certain disciplines in medicine, right? Let's say emergency medicine. When I read about emergency medicine at night, you know, I read first to refresh my knowledge and then to get more knowledge on the latest developments, right? I'm not reading with passion because you don't read science with passion. It's an emotion. And there should be no emotion when you're learning a science. You should be impartial. Because that's science. Science is impartial. There should be no emotion, no negative emotions or no positive emotions. So there's plenty of people, right, who will say, plenty of motivational speakers who will tell you, find your passion, then follow it through, and then everything will fall together into place. Once you do what you love the most, then naturally you will be successful at it, and then the money will come with it. It's not true. The world is full of examples that are telling us that it's not true. From the Leonardo da Vinci to today, there is plenty of extremely talented artists who've produced beautiful pieces of art, beautiful sculptures, beautiful paintings, beautiful pieces of work, you know, and who have died poor. Now they have followed what they really love doing. What they might have had a passion for. Now they followed their dreams, what they really wanted to do. But they died poor. And then you have some people who are very average in terms of their paintings, their photography skills, their acting, right? I mean, we all know who they are. You have some actors who are below average. And yet, financially, they've succeeded so much, they've blown up. They've succeeded so much more than their colleagues in the same discipline with much more talent, much more skills, right? So following your passion really, you know, as a key to financial success, it's complete BS, just so we're clear. It's almost a destructive statement to tell people, follow your passion and then you'll succeed. Because you won't know what your passion is. It's an emotion, so it changes all the time. My passion 5 years ago was not what it is today. My passion when I was in high school, for instance, what I was passionate about when I was in high school was very, very different from what I was passionate about when I was at university. So, I mean, we evolve, and, different things will come to our attention and different things will pique our interest, right? So, to ask people, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I think it's a ridiculous question. I mean, why? Why do you even ask that? Like in a job interview, where do you see yourself in 5 years? How the fuck am I supposed to know? Right? I mean, I'm not a unidimensional individual. I'm not a monolith. Right? I'm a multi-dimensional human being. Right? I'm open-minded. Right? I'm open to possibilities. Right? So where do I see myself in 5 years? I have no idea. I have no clear idea, because I don't really know what the future is holding for me. But no, they want you to say, oh, in 5 years I see myself. I mean, when I was in medical school, it was easy, because where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years I see myself as a doctor. But I mean, don't feel ashamed or embarrassed or inadequate if you don't know where you see yourself in 5 years. You don't have to know. I mean, that's life, right? In fact, it's better. I would prefer hiring somebody, right, who tells me that he or she doesn't really know where they see themselves in 5 years, because they're taking opportunities as they come. I think that's a sign of somebody that's open-minded. Right? So when you ask me, you see me on the street and said, hey, what's your passion? I don't know what's my passion today. What's your passion? Oh, my passion is painting, drawing roses. Okay, good for you. Yeah, I think my mind, I think I'm more open-minded, and my brain and my mind is so much more than just having a passion for drawing roses. There's multiple things that are of interest to me right now. Multiple things. So I can be pigeonholed into saying that this is my passion. No. So that thing by the motivational speakers, so that thought, follow your passion, find your passion, is complete bullshit, man. Don't listen to that, Follow your dreams. What does it mean, follow your dreams? What are your dreams? Again, can you really sit there and say, what are my dreams? Well, I'll tell you what my dream is. My dream is to be as wealthy as I can, so that anything I want in life, I can just buy it. And I think that's everybody's dream in a way, right? If I could be so wealthy that I could make everybody around me, everybody in my life, comfortable and happy, automatically, that will bring me happiness. So that I really be like, whatever I touch turns to gold, right? You know the saying, whatever you touch turns to gold. If I could be in a situation like that, whenever I meet a friend or a family member or somebody I know, an acquaintance, and I see them in some kind of difficulty, I could just help them out. Oh, I'm in financial distress, don't worry, I'll take care of things. You'll be okay. So now, how is that gonna help in terms of the road to success? Again, it's very abstract, man, yes, so find your dream. So that's my dream. Now what? I want to have unlimited resources in terms of helping the people I care about, Now what? You see, it's not helping. Again, it's a nonsensical thing to say. Follow your dream. Find your dreams. So all these motivational speakers, man, they're not helping you out by saying that, because you're back to square one. Yes, it sounds nice, it sounds beautiful, but it's not helping at all. Right? Now, so let me talk to you about the keys to success. In my opinion, the keys to success are: 1, association, dissociation. 2, discipline. Association, dissociation. What is it? And 2, discipline. These are the most important parameters to success. These are the 2 most important things. Let me explain, right? So you've chosen a certain path, whatever it is. Let's say medicine, because this is something I know as a doctor, right? So you want to become a doctor, you know the amount of work you need to put in studying for it. But now the people around you, your friends, these are the people who are going to motivate you. These are the people who will push you forward to achieve what you want. There's no questions, right? So if your friends, for instance, your current friends, right? The people you hang around with every day, if they are more into a relaxed lifestyle, going out on weekends, chilling on Saturdays and Sundays, and they value their quality time. And you know that you have to work extra hard and give a special effort into studying, into discipline and stuff like that. Then you need to, the only way you're gonna make it, you need to cut loose your friends and find other friends. Usually this process will occur naturally, thank God. As you spend more time studying, more time toiling away, more time into your discipline, into whatever it is you're doing, you will be surrounded with people who are doing the same thing you're doing, trying to achieve the same aim. And these people, are going to become your circle of friends, your new circle of friends. And you might have thought that, you're pushing really hard and you're investing a lot of hours into what you're doing. But when you meet these people who are doing the same thing you're doing, and probably even more than you, then you realize that, maybe I'm not doing enough. I need to do more. Right? I'm only sleeping 6 hours a day. But these guys are only sleeping 5 hours a day. Right? The same thing in sports. So you are in a certain discipline, maybe you're in track and field, and you're putting an extra effort into it. You need to cut loose your friends who are drinking, smoking, having a good time, right? They're not going to help you, they're going to slow you down. So you need to cut them loose and start associating yourself with those who have the discipline to push like you or maybe even harder than you. Whenever you're there training at the gym, they are there training at the gym as well. So you can assume that when you're not there, they might be there. You thought you were training very hard, but maybe they're coming before. When you arrive at the gym, they're already there. When you leave, they're still there. And that's motivation now, because you look at the effort they're putting into it and you realize that I need to do more. So that's the association, dissociation principle, right? Associate yourself with those who are going to give you support, those who are going to give you positive feedback, those who are going to motivate you to do more, those who are going to encourage you. Dissociate yourself from those who are going to give you negative feedback all the time, those who are going to try to break your morale down, those who are going to hold you back, tell you it's impossible, tell you you're a dreamer, tell you it's never been done before. You don't want to be associated with these people, even if they were your friends before. Once you realize that that's their train of thought, you need to cut them loose. All right? Association, dissociation. Oh, but what if you fail? No, but I think it's going to work. But what if you fail, man? No, but what if I succeed? Come on, look, I'm gonna speak to my bank and I'm gonna get a massive loan, and then I'm gonna try and do this. What if you fail, man? You're gonna be so much in debt. It's gonna be a disaster. Oh, well, I'm gonna sell my house and move into a smaller house, and with the money remaining, I'm gonna invest it into this idea that I have. But what if you fail? What if you... No. But what if I succeed, man? Associate yourself with positive people who are gonna make a difference in your life, a positive difference, a positive impact in your life. Dissociate yourself from those who are going to be a negative influence on your decisions. There are those who will always say, no, this can't be done, this is impossible, you're wasting your time, this is too dangerous. What if you fail? Okay, but what if I succeed? When you listen to talks that motivate you, motivational talk, right? I don't really think you should be listening to these motivational speakers, the well-known ones who are gonna rattle on and on and on about follow your dream, your passion, your blah, 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 blah. No, I think the best way to do it is to actually listen to people who have done it. People who started with absolutely nothing. They went through hell and they succeeded. It doesn't even have to be the billionaires of this world, right? It can be just somebody that you admire. They started with nothing and then succeeded, right? It could be somebody in your community. They might not be the best orators, but just listen to them. You can go on YouTube and there's a lot of stories again of people who have actually done it. And they went from very, very limited resources, in fact, from having nothing basically, and they struggled so badly and then they succeeded. And then listen to their stories, and that's the greatest motivator. And that's better because these are real life stories of people who actually have done it, rather than just listening to these professional speakers who are just making their money throwing motivational speeches around, But themselves, they haven't actually accomplished anything special in their lives. They make their money by just talking about what you should do, or selling books that talk about what you should do, right? Do as I say, don't do as I do. That's basically what they're doing. They haven't done it, but they're gonna teach you how to do it. Okay, then teach me how to become a motivational speaker as well. That would help, right? And then I can also tour the world and make millions of my speeches. No, listen to those who actually have done it, right? So listen to stories from people such as anybody in your community, anybody in the world, anybody you admire, right? Just listen to their stories. Now, the second thing, the discipline, right? Because we talked about association, dissociation, but you must also have discipline. Right? You know what you want. You know how to get it. You have the correct entourage to get what you want. You're associating yourself with the correct people, right? Now you need the discipline to actually accomplish your goal. It's gonna take a lot of effort. But it's not a once-off type of effort, right? It's going to take a lot of effort for a long time. A long time. It could take years. It will take years, right? You want to have a successful business, it will take years. You want to become an engineer, it will take years of studying. You want to become an architect, years of studying. You want to become a doctor, years of studying. You want to be a good writer, years of writing. If you've never written a book before, you're not going to wake up in the morning and then write this masterpiece. No, because you're going to have to learn from your mistakes and stuff like that. All right? You're going to become an actor or an actress. Years of practice. If you've never acted before, you've never done theater before, you're not going to just wake up in the morning and the skills are going to be there. Any skill set you want to obtain, you're going to have to work really hard for it and get the discipline to do it. Right? You have a plank, you have a nail, and you want to put that nail through the plank, the wooden plank, completely in, right? Okay, yes, you could say there's two ways of doing this. You can just put the nail there, grab it, take the biggest hammer in the house, and then smash the thing. It's not gonna work. Unless maybe you've been practicing at doing that for months and months and months, and now you can do it. But that's after many broken fingers and accidents, you know. That's still, for you to do that once off, you will have had to practice a bit and go through the pain of, you know, breaking fingers and things like that. So either way, you know, it's going to be a learning process. You know, the only way to do that successfully and efficiently is to take your nail, you know, take a smaller hammer and go step by step, push it in until it's completely in and solid. If you go in there, big hammer, once off, the nail's gonna bend, the nail's gonna break. You're gonna miss your target, break your fingers. Any type of disaster could happen. The thing could jump off, hit you in the eye, you know. So discipline, you know. Nothing's gonna happen just in one day. You need to train and train and train and perfect your skills. The art of mastery, right? So that's what you need to do, you know. And yeah, basically that's it, you know. I mean, that's just my opinion on the matter, right? These motivational speakers, yeah, that's beautiful. Sometimes, you know, it helps you to pick yourself up again, but don't rely on that, you know. Yes, take a piece of paper, you know, a blank white piece of paper. Take a pen and then put your mind into it. Write your goal, write your plan. Have the discipline to follow through with your plan. You know, surround yourself with positive people, positive energy, you know, and that way every day you're gonna get better at doing what you really want to do. And I think that's the way that we are gonna get better and better and better every day, right? Because in the end, that's what we want. We want to get better and better every single day of our lives. And yes, you might be drawing a plan and things don't go according to plan. And maybe that discipline, that plan you have might be a little bit too rigid and you might have to make corrections. I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, you realize that, oh, this is just too much. There's nothing wrong maybe if, you know, alleviating it a little bit, you know. But because of the association principle, because you're looking at other people who are doing the same thing that you're doing, chances are you're not going to change your plan, the discipline that you have. You might actually make it even more rigid because you're going to compare yourself to these other guys, and you'll think, ooh, I'm not doing enough. I need to push it up a notch. Association, dissociation, discipline. These two, in my opinion, are the keys to success. Yes, motivational speakers, we talk about follow your dreams, follow your passion. But in my opinion, man, that's just talk, man. That's just bullshit, man. Association, dissociation, discipline. These two together, you will not fail. And I'm sure that if you do that, tomorrow, starting tomorrow morning when you wake up, you will already have made one more step towards becoming a better version of yourself. Cheers.